All right, so most of the time I feel my brain is functioning at like a level of like a 2 out of 10. I'm very socially anxious, I'm depressed, I just get brain fog, I'm just kind of like drifting through life. But every once in a while I have these insane peak experiences where I feel my brain goes up into this like God consciousness. And this doesn't involve drugs, this is just everyday normal life. But I feel like maybe some people who have done drugs can maybe relate to the ideas I'm going to present to you in this video. But it's like I have this peak experience and my brain is just like going, interacting with reality at a super high conscious level. And one of the realizations that I've had like during these experiences is that everyone is always giving off vibrations. At like a medium level of you could tell if someone has like a creepy vibe to them, or maybe someone has a kind vibe to them, or maybe someone has an attractive vibe, a humble vibe. But as you keep breaking down vibes, as you can break down vibes as much as you can, all vibes always end up in one of two places, which is the love vibe or the power vibe. The power vibe could also maybe be called the fear vibe. But if you break down every single vibe that someone's emitting, it's either the love vibe or the power vibe. And whenever I have these like ultra high peak experiences where I'm just completely, I'm the flow of life. I'm like one with the flow of life. I'm not going with the flow of life, I am the flow of life. It's like I just feel connected with everything. I feel like I am everything, and I'm like life is almost like using me as a apparatus to connect with love to my reality. It's these really freaky experiences. But when I kind of have these peak experiences, I could sense who's vibrating with love and who's vibrating with power. And if I'm in a room, I could kind of sense everyone's energy levels. I think I'm hyper aware of the energies that people have when they have these like ultra high peak experiences. My brain is just like full blown, like going at it. And I think I'm extra aware because of the big contrast I have. Usually I'm going through life at like a 2 out of 10, and suddenly I'm like a 12 out of 10, like completely connected to reality. It's I think just a gift I have. But I can see who's connecting with love, who's connecting with power, what energies people are giving off, and it's almost like a yin-yang dance in like a room or over a couple of days between like a group of people. And it's like I just feel who I should interact with. I am the flow. I know who to talk to. I see who the power people are talking to. And if they talk to someone, maybe I know to talk to them afterwards, but it's like I'm just in the flow. Life is doing me, and I'm just one with the river of life. And these experiences have happened to me only starting about 2 years ago, and they've been happening more and more intensely. And I think it's maybe because I'm more of a congruent person. Maybe I'm just more connected and I kind of understand this. I'm more aware of it. I've figured out how to like tap into like the love energy more. But one of the things that happens is that during these experiences, there are tons of synchronicities, tons of meaningful coincidences. I've given you a couple examples in my latest videos, but there's lots of magical experiences. There's tons of synchronicities where maybe like two people know each other and it's almost like they have an energy connection. And they'll run into one person like at a certain time, then 2 hours later I'll run into the other person. And it's like these peak experiences are these experiences where there's like all this energy that's been building up for like a year or two, and suddenly it's all released within a couple hours or a couple days. And it seems to me like kind of lots of people around me are kind of blind to what's happening, but I'm seeing all the synchronicities, I'm seeing all these releases of energies, and I think I have a gift of being hyper aware, and I'm like seeing all this magical happening. And it's almost like, the feeling is almost like I'm Neo in the Matrix for a couple hours or a couple days, and I like go back to real life. And this has nothing to do with drugs. This is what's happening in reality, and I feel like I'm like hyper aware to this energy. So maybe I'm going insane. But the kind of thoughts I want to give out to you guys is, I think there's lots of magical things happening behind the scenes of how energy is playing out. And just to think about where's the love energy at and where's the power energy at, and see if you could interact with this energy. The vibes people are giving off are either love and power. And the funny thing is, I think there's a level beyond the love and power paradigm, which is pure love at the very bottom. Because the people who like power, it's really because they're insecure and they love power. You can either love love or love power. But at the very bottom, it's all love. And I actually want the best for the people who have power, because the reason they want power is because they're insecure about their place in the world. They don't feel connected in the flow. And we need the power people to have the love people. It's part of the yin-yang dance. So it's really all one. It's all really the same, two sides of the same coin. So just see if you could sense the energies that people have, and see if you could tap into the energy and see what's going on. And synchronicities and magical stuff happens. It's really freaky. So hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Peace. I would rather die than live a life of mediocrity. I'd rather do the most insane thing possible and fail than live life